Hello everyone, this is Introvert Shy Guy and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Okay, so where we left off, we met with Lily and we went to the library, met Hanako for a little bit. We then talked to Ken. Oh shit, accidentally pressed new game. Hold on. Load. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, so we then met with Kenji. Met with Kenji again. He was red pilled as like all hell and stuff, and now we're just continuing on with the game. All right. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. After saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I start doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I've decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try and I don't have an answer for them if they do, so this situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. I turn my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal part cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now, there is no escape." Hee-chan, it looks like we're together again. Yay, yay! Oh, they're close to me now. Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out of the window isn't the best option, sadly. What's wrong, Hee-chan? Oh, Hee-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you would think about joining the student council, did you? Or didn't you, I mean. It's okay, Hee-chan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Ha 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 ha. I'm so happy you two are able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back into serious mode and smacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only two problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering the small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter to her as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. Oh, it's her. While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying her hand at solving the problems. It looks like she's working alone. I can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking back to how shy she is, it's understandable. Hey, that girl over there. Huh? Who, Hee-chan? Or it's who, Hee-chan, not who, and you get what I'm saying. It's grammar. Her, Hanako, over there, does she always work alone? I think so, Hee-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something. No, I don't think that would be a good idea, Hee-chan. Why not? Shi-chan wouldn't get along with her. Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but still has that lilting up and down quality present in everything she says. Just because, Hee-chan. By now, Shizune has noticed our conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha has been signing everything she has been saying this whole time. What? What, Shi-chan, the friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not going to say that. You said it anyway. I know, Hichan. It's fine fine if you over here. I wonder if this is Misha's way of keeping things fair, since without her, I wouldn't be able to understand the things Shizune is saying and vice versa. Is that also why she signs all the time, so there is never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hichan. We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there are any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly the food so far has been subpar. The sense Shizune and Misha are arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. And what about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's an odd sight. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks, the ones with actual boxed lunches mixed in and chattering like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of eating. But when I watch Hanako, it feels that I'm the only one who can see her, almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I've started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone. What to do? Go talk with... Oh, okay. I mean, I would go talk to Hanako. The thing is, though, is that I don't know if this is going to, like, by default, like, go out with her or something, you know? Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just that I want to first get to know all the girls and then choose them myself. But I have no idea if this is one of those things where, you know, it's like a point of no return, and then my choices are being set up, and if I tried to go out with the other girls, then I would get the bad ending, you know? I mean, I don't know, but honestly, I did say I was going to try to get to know the girl, so I want to get to know more of her, so hence I want to go talk to her and stuff, and plus, like, I want to make my own character like a good kind of person, if you know what I'm saying, so I'd rather go talk to her. I mean, I just hope there are no consequences doing it, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, go talk to Hanako. I still feel bad for making her run away yesterday, so I'd better say something. Hey there, Hanako. Hisao! Well, at least she remembers my name. Hey, I just wanted to apologize for yesterday. I didn't mean to startle you or anything. I'm just new here and thought I should get to know my classmates. As Hanako looks up at me, I notice her scarring once more. It's a little bewildering that you can barely notice it from across the room, but it's so noticeable from close up. That's okay. It was my fault. Nah, that wasn't anyone's fault, it just kind of happened. Excuse me, so are you waiting for someone? I saw you looking at the door before. Yes, Lily. Oh, you mean Lily, the blind girl. Hanako only nods in response, and I can't help but wonder if defining people through their disabilities is a fox pass of the worst kind of or just normal here. I guess that explains why Lily took off after her yesterday. She seems like a nice girl. Are you two friends? Yes. As if hoping for Lily to appear, she checks over her shoulder again. I think I'm making her nervous again. I thought it said I'm thinking I'm making her nervous again. I'm sorry. Okay, I hope I'm not disturbing you right now. No, that's not it. It's just easier if Lily doesn't come here. Oh, because it's hard to get around the classroom? Not really. Hanako's gaze drifts past my shoulder and towards Shizune. Shizune? Oh yeah, of course, because like I said, I don't know much about this game, but I have read a few stuff, and apparently, obviously, considering that Shizune is deaf and Lily is blind, they don't really get along with each other because they can't communicate, with each other because it's like the opposite. Like, one of them can see, the other one can't hear. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, one of them can see, the other one, can listen, but they can't do both. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's only natural that they wouldn't like each other, that kind of thing. So okay, Hanako nods again. What about her? Don't they get along? Hanako shakes her head. Clearly this is something she doesn't want to talk about. It does make a strange sort of sense. Shizune and Lily not getting along so well. Communication between the two would be all but impossible. It's hard enough talking to Shizune through Misha, even when you could see whose hands are talking. Hanako is so focused on Shizune that I am the first to notice Lily at the door. Oh, she's here now. Hanako spins around to confirm this. Upon seeing Lily, she moves quickly to the door. Lily. Ah, Hanako, good morning. Is the president here? Yes. Hanako glances over her shoulder at Shizune again, as if to confirm she can't hear them even though that's impossible. I suppose we'd best be off then. Lily's sigh and tone of what seems like frustration makes me raise an eyebrow. I guess there's some kind of enmity between the two. It's intriguing but that's not really something I'd ask about. I'm sure if they wanted me to know, then they would tell me. It's only my third day here. I should be trying to make friends, not finding out why people are enemies. Still, it's a little funny to find out that this school has little feuds, just like my old high school. Even if people are more tolerant of others, they're still going to get on each other's nerves. Well, yeah, that's called being human. Hey, Lily, how are things? I'm sorry I made you run off yesterday. Oh my, is that Hisao? I didn't realize you were here. Well, I mean, of course. It seems that Lily is a little embarrassed about being so frank in front of me. Sorry, Lily, I thought you'd realized. No, it's alright, Hanako. Hisao, please don't worry about yesterday. It was just a misunderstanding. If you say so, I'm still working this place out. Well then, I think you'll find most people here a lot more forgiving than elsewhere. If you are feeling a little confused, please don't be afraid to ask questions. Sure, I'll remember that. Lily. Lily gives a small nod of acknowledgement. I'm sorry, Hisao, but we must be off. Hanako really doesn't look all that uncomfortable here right now, and Lily still seems a little embarrassed. I wonder if my apologies really made any impact. Mind if I accompany you two? I know I'm kind of pushing it, but Lily hums quite quietly, still smiling. I'm sure that we could accommodate you, can't we, Hanako? She looks at Lily, then at me, and then she freezes wide-eyed. Sure. Well then, shall we go? I'm sure Lily wouldn't do this so easily if she saw how scared Hanako looks, but it can't be helped now. Declining after the deal is sealed would only cause confusion and problems. So we leave all three together. Lily walks beside the wall, letting her cane gently tap against it. Every now and then, Hanako comes along right beside her, so close that she is practically half hugging her as they go. Although it must make her walking that much harder, Lily takes it in stride. As we turn around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a steam train. Hanako shrieks a little and my vision briefly goes black. Oh, someone hit me? Shit. Ouch. Oh, it's her. Opening my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. Now this girl, I think she might be my second pick. You know, obviously she's the one that doesn't have any legs, but is very athletic and stuff. So, and she's pretty nice. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I just like to point that out to have during lunch break. More striking than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they are not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs end in shins and feet made out of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. Oh, that must be pretty painful. I just realized he had heart surgery like a while. I mean, I know it wasn't that like it was long ago when he had the surgery, but still, I can only imagine, like, you know, it would still hurt, wouldn't it? Like after a heart surgery and someone hits you in the chest. I don't know, like, leave some in the comments to those that maybe experience heart surgery or know someone that would experience something like this. And I don't know, I'm just curious, you know? The girl winces a little and rubs her nose and jumps up. Aw, man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. She was running in the halls, that's what happened. I wasn't looking where I was going, and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. I'm just wondering, how would you not know if I was traveling with, like, 2 other people next to me? Would it be more noticeable? I'm assuming maybe she made a sharp turn and hit me, like, in the, as the person, like, you know, something like that, I would say. And it came out of nowhere. She's looking really apologetic in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything since hurt puppies are my weak spot. This guy's so nice. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. Ooh, I knew it. Fuck, I knew it. I say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my mind. Oh shit, I forgot his heart still has some vulnerabilities. Oh, that's not good. I forgot. I thought in my mind he got a heart transplant or something, but I forgot that, no, he still has his old heart. They just fixed it up a bit, so this is really bad. Fuck. For my condition. Don't overexert yourself. Don't forget your medication. And most of all, don't get hit in the chest. I tried to rub my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. Aw, fuck. I feel bad for him. It seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. Stare at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled over myself and looking all tense. Also, just FYI, I kind of get a little cringy when there's like moments of like the heart pain, like something involving the chest area and stuff kind of gets me cringy a bit. I don't know why, it just kind of is. It was like this, you know, even when I was little and stuff. I didn't have any heart issues or anything, it's just how I am, you know? I don't know why. I think it has to do with something about, like, when I used to vomit a lot and stuff back then, you know, when I was little, because I had a stomach virus growing up. I'll talk about it a little bit in one of my gameplays. I don't think I've ever mentioned that before, so I'm just saying I kind of get a little squeamish during these parts. So, looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say something in response, I pulled myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me big time, but it's nothing more than that. Oh yeah, I forgot, also it corresponds to that moment in Canada when I said that I had my chest was like the issues I had with the cannabis smoking. Like, watch my Rayman 2 video in the first part, I talk about it a bit. It's also something like this, kind of. Are you sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay, I said I was fine and nothing's broken, no harm done. That's good, Hisao, what happened? She's not quite up to speed for obvious reasons, but she sounds very worried, more than what the situation deserves, really. Excuse me, someone just bumped into me, nothing serious, just winded. Sorry, it's my fault, I was just going to get some stuff and I was in a kind of a hurry. That someone here is Emmy, isn't it? The little girl coughs quietly and shuffles her plastic or metallic feet, looking down at them before saying anything. Hi Lily, Hanako. I guess the girls know each other. Do please try to be more careful. You might be sturdy enough to endure these sorts of accidents, but there are people who aren't. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. I know that I was just... I gotta go. Teacher, I'll have my head. I promised to help with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I've gotta change in everything. There she goes. Before any of us can say a thing, Emmy has already bolted away, leaving the hallway eerily quiet. Does that kind of thing happen often around here? There are more rules in Yamaku than usual for running in corridors. But that really stops Emmy, it seems. She shakes her head weakly and offers a slight, composed smile. I don't think there's anything we can do to stop her, I'm afraid. Shall we be off then? Lily heads off along the hallway and Hanako hurries after her. The route to the room the two of us for tea is fairly simple to retrace, being still fresh in my mind from yesterday. Lily and Hanako quickly go about the business of making lunch. Before I can even open my small bag of food, Lily's busying herself with her thermos and tea bags as Hanako is setting out both their lunch boxes. So, is this what you meant by coming here almost every day? Yes, Hanako and I usually have lunch here. It suits both of us, so we ended up using this room regularly. After seeing Hanako's reactions to me over the past couple of days, I can understand why that is a boon. That and Lily being able to get some quiet away, away from her at class as well. I take my seat last after Lily's poured the tea for us and sits down. The more time I spend with these two girls, the more I think they're a perfect foil to Misha and Shizune. Of course, the other two are both rowdy and stuff, and these two are more like down to earth and like, you know, calming and relaxing, if you know what I'm saying. Even without a voice, Shizune is direct and brash, and Misha seems to get along with everyone. On the other hand, Lily is soft-spoken and relaxed, while Hanako seems to be the shyest girl I've ever met. Oh yeah, also that too and stuff, but, you know. So, how are you faring in Yamaku, Hisao? You seemed a bit flustered before. Apart from getting lost every now and again and being crash-tackled outside my classroom, fine, I guess. You looked pretty hurt before. Are you really okay? For a brief moment, I considered telling Hanako and Lily about my condition, but then I hold it back. I can't tell why, but for some reason I feel uncomfortable talking about it to these relative strangers, even if they have been pretty friendly. Yeah, it's nothing. I was just a bit startled. Judging from the two girls' expressions, I don't think that they are buying it. But in what I assume is their way of respecting my privacy, they don't press the matter. I guess that is one of the unwritten rules around here. Don't ask. Even if people's conditions are obvious like Hanako's, there's still bound to be a story involved. Everyone has things that they don't feel comfortable speaking about, and I think everyone here recognizes that. It's the moral of the day, right here. So, how long have you been in this school? You both seem to know your way around pretty well. Well, I've been here since the start of high school, but only moved into the dormitories a year ago. Hanako joined at the start of high school as well, and moved to the dormitories when she did, if memory serves me right. That's right, since high school. So you've known each other since then? Since I moved, yes. Hanako lives next door to me, so it's only natural, right? Right. Yeah, of course. Living next to someone is probably reason enough to befriend them, though I'm guessing that Lily's blindness played a part in it as well. I can't imagine Hanako easily making friends with someone who has to deliberately avoid looking at her scars. With the immediate conversation dried up, we start to eat our lunch. It isn't long before the bells are signaling the end of the break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they set them out. I guess I'd better be off. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up at me, and for a second I can see that she is considering skipping class, maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. Yes. I don't know what to think of it. Hanako really is delicate to the point of breaking if looked at in the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hanako and I filling out before her. We walk quickly down the empty halls to our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways, Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and me to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yes. Okay then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. However, as Hanako follows me in and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. This is the third time that Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There is definitely something going on here. We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Misha and Chizun are both missing as well. I wonder if it is some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to the unique students of this school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius.